Apple just made a game-changing move that could shake up the tech world, and it's happening right here in the USA as the company has announced that future iPhones and Apple Watches will feature glass made domestically in partnership with Corning at their Kentucky facility, backed by a massive $2.5 billion investment which is set to create around 20,000 jobs across the country. And while on the surface it sounds like just another manufacturing story, the implications run much deeper, because this is Apple taking a significant step in reshaping its supply chain, bringing a critical component closer to home and reducing its dependence on overseas suppliers, which in recent years has proven to be a vulnerability for many tech giants, especially during global disruptions like the pandemic or geopolitical tensions. Now think about this for a second. The glass on your iPhone is one of the most essential parts of the device, not just for the look but for durability and performance, and Corning has long been Apple's trusted partner, responsible for producing the super tough glass that can survive drops, scratches and daily wear and tear. But up until now, the production of these components was heavily tied to overseas facilities. Now with this shift, we're looking at a potentially faster production cycle, better quality control, and maybe even innovations in the glass tech itself, because when the R&D and production are happening closer to Apple's design teams, the feedback loop shortens and breakthroughs can happen faster. It also means that if you buy a future iPhone or Apple Watch, you might be holding a product that's not only designed in California but also featuring a key element made in America, which could resonate strongly with buyers who care about supporting US-made goods. But there's another angle here, and that's competition. Apple's rivals, including Samsung and Google, often rely on a similar network of overseas suppliers, so this move could give Apple a unique marketing edge, because imagine the commercials proudly touting "made with US glass," and the patriotic appeal that comes with that. Now some people might be wondering if this will make iPhones more expensive, and honestly it's possible. US manufacturing tends to cost more than overseas production, but with Apple's margins and premium pricing strategy they could absorb some of the cost or position it as a quality and sustainability upgrade worth paying for. Plus, let's not forget that the US government has been increasingly supportive of domestic tech manufacturing with incentives, grants and tax breaks, so Apple might not be bearing the full weight of the transition financially. And here's where it gets really interesting. Apple's move could set off a chain reaction across the industry, as other tech companies might feel the pressure to match the narrative of investing in American jobs and production capabilities, especially in an era where consumers and governments are pushing for more resilient and locally sourced supply chains. So the next time you pick up your phone and swipe through your apps or check your notifications on your watch, just know that the glass you're tapping on could soon be part of a much bigger story about technology, economics and national pride. And while the change might seem subtle on the surface, it represents a major strategic shift that could influence how and where our gadgets are made for years to come, which is why this isn't just a story for tech enthusiasts but for anyone curious about how the devices we rely on every day are evolving in ways we might not even see at first glance.